Where's my speech chat? Just get this set up. So, let's do. Right, we want to go with high physique, I think. Good psyche, so hang on. Right, I think I'm gonna be stupid. That's my plan. Let's have those be even, I think. Can do it like that. That's pretty good. Yeah, okay. Signature, what's... Oh, so I guess we only get one signature skill. Is that how it works? Oh, I need to change the... Hang on. I need to change my stream title.
There is nothing, only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it, no larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never, ever. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it. Yes, it is. You got it, sweet brother. Nothing upon nothing upon nothing. Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage.
I have to get up now, like pain and burning right.
Do you really?
Yep.
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much over yourself, got a bit carried away, did we, Chef?
Fear and apprehension. You should ask what's out there first.
There's this giant ball there, in evil apes. And the evil apes are juking it out on the ball. You're one of them. It's basically all just evil apes juking it out on a giant ball. Infinitesimally small. You can't even make out it's a ball when you're juking it out. It's that large. Vying for resources is a stupid expression you picked up somewhere. The part of the presentation you want to take home with you is this. You have to beat the other evil apes in the face, or you lose.
Somewhere in the sore, bloated man-meat around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert. Hurt.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache. A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
Right. Oh, water sprays.
Guy looking behind
Hey, Oscar.
said, "Hello."
Oh man, suddenly you realise you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapour. I've not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you'll never unbecome it. Behold. Some kind of superstar. I don't know if I want to go down that route with this playthrough. I'm doing. I'm trying to go with a Himbocop playthrough. Is my plan. So, yeah. My first playthrough was a communist playthrough, you know, although I didn't finish that one. I think this character's going to become a bit communist. What is the emotion you're trying to convey? Sympathetic, sort of pulling it off too, and it's sad.
Polarism 1312
He does, doesn't he? You know.
said, "Looks a lot like Karl Marx already."
Go ahead and try something if you like, or, you know, stop staring into the mirror. So, encyclopedia, dig deep into your mind and locate the source of the expression. No chance. Electrochemistry. That's impossible. I actually do have decent electrochemistry. Yeah, it's 4. Jesus. That's hard. Well. Yeah. You never know. Comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. It's too late. Let's get dressed. Sign there as punishment. You feel as though this creature is your friend and wants to reattach itself to your neck so that you may continue your adventures together. Sounds like that. I could probably pull that off. The necktie is no longer contained. It's a fantastic colourful tie with 4 or 5 different patterns that now reminds you of a news. Whirling in rags on the aluminium keyring. There's a single key on the ring, and number 1 is etched on. Assess the damage. How would you do that? What are you even trying to do? What's that? Man, I should just open the door. It would make me faster. Oh, it's locked. Never mind. Let's leave.
Hello, officer.
It's 51. Question. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28. Let's have a chat.
No.
The only one solution to this, you're a businessman. I don't think I'm a businessman. Chief technical
No.
officer?
You're a police officer, sir? I'm not. Unless you've been shitting us all this time. You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less. I couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Why don't I remember being a cop or anything else? Who in their right mind would let me be an officer of the law? I don't think it's gonna work. They let almost anyone be a police officer. Could be because of the drinking. Could be.
Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
They're going to update this game with, I think, entirely voice acted, which is pretty cool. Something stirs in you, so you're about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. You need to ask questions. It's like you've said the words a million times before.
Guy looking behind. Said. That's cool.
What exactly is here? Your room's almost next to mine. Did you hear anything last night? There was an unusual ruckus. Loud disco music. Couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here. Oh, we're huge. It's like 7. It's nice sad song. It's like playing like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time you were yelling along to it.
Guy looking behind. Said.
So it was a church
Disco.
in there. Disco.
That's the title of the game.
This game's all about disco. Really small in a roundabout kind of way. You're alone now. It's difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a wounded
Guy
boar.
looking behind.
It's hard to understand what you were singing
Said.
at the top of it.
I'm a detective now. Polarism 1312. Said. Where's the Elysium?
You say wounded.
False advertising SMH.
In a cool way. It was very cool. Okay. And he started screaming and trashed the place. That's so me. When do I smash the tape player properly? The song stopped, the furniture too. A real just destructathon. There was screaming, then I think he passed out. Tell me that was There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then, around 4 or 5. And that was it. I didn't get this last time. This is because I've done a different build. Dockworkers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of the city. You're in a hostel, so... No, where are we? We're in the world. We're in Revachol. Revachol? And ever, out of the corner of your eye, you see a hair on the back of your hand standing on end. Feels as though low-grade lightning is coursing through you. You must be hypersensitive from the hangover. The current century? Centuries don't have numbers, they have names. This is the current one. Civilization existed for 8,000 years, so... You're right. There is nothing funny about civilization.
Glad to have been of assistance.
So true. So true. Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome. You feel like a smoker, especially when you look at the juicy, succulent, seductive cigarettes. Still smouldering deliciously. How very astute of you. That renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet, an entire pack. Strike that out of the carton. Make sure they're all healthy and able-bodied. Then smoke them all. Just make your neck expand. Or you could not do that. No one is making you. I'll make you stronger and better. You're too old to be cool now, but find cigarettes, smoke them, blam, instantly a cool renegade man. Mystical red dragon, with smoke rising from his nostrils. Plus smoking them gives massive bonuses.
Guy looking behind. Said. Go to eat, BRB.
So yeah. It's a weekend edition of the satirical newspaper. Trompe-l'oeil. Nothing on the front page. Isabel Strange. Oh, I didn't check that. Oh well. You don't have to check everything. That's not the point of this game. This is a non-traditional mystery game. Or something. I don't know. Actually, you probably should check everything. Karaoke night, which is where you sort of sing into it. Speakers connected to the radio. You should totally sing karaoke here the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know of your vast oceanic soul.
Polarism
It's good, isn't it?
1312
This whole game has a great soundtrack.
said, I like the music.
My soul is modest, its normal size. My soul is puny. My soul's cubic content is obscure. I think it's pretty big. Through the PA system by other people. Half-Life. What's Half-Life again? I don't remember. Whether they like it or not, ram it up their ears. Says your adrenaline gland. Violently express yourself. This goes well with a theory I'm developing that I'm a down-and-way-like superstar person. He's mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline. Yeah, sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done. Just thought, see if it works. You should sing the sad, small church song that Jake you found. Thought it was obvious. I was thinking maybe I could sing something happy. No, don't sing the happy song, it's stupid. Sing the sad song. You need another copy of the tape first, though. The one upstairs is destroyed. What is Half-Life? Hang on, it's this one. Let the body take control, threaten people. A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. There's just disdain in his eyes. Even now, he's purposefully ignoring you, looking like he's not a fan.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero, cop.
So not only am I a cop, but I'm also a hero.
Yes, you are. A real decorated hero. What did you not do? First, you took the body down. Then you solved the murder. Then you didn't trash my hostel room. Maybe you even negotiated the strike. No, you see, actually, you didn't. You haven't done anything even remotely useful since you got here. No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here. No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
So the body's ripped off the shield. Something about it makes you feel bitter.
Look, your buddy is over there. Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
Tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended on you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You're sure of this, but why? He's your half-brother.
Hello. I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Ooh. Ooh, it could work. No. No luck. I'm gonna come off like a douche. It's very cool, but maybe just a bit too. My name is Raphael Ambrosius Costello. You instinctively run your hand over the multifaceted orange tie. The sensation of wrinkled silk somehow makes the name sound even cooler. More classy. Raphael Ambrosius Costello is one classy name, and you're one classy cop.
Yes, well,
Polarism
I think it's a cool name.
1312
No?
said, I think that's a cool name.
Yeah, me too.
it looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here? If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
That's the police. I'm aware I'm a policeman.
Right. And the interviews? At the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not an inter-district practice. Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Look, man. You know? Yeah.
Does that mean the body is no longer in the tree? Mm-hmm. Sure, but did you take it down from the tree? So the body is still in the tree.
To no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
We all feel away sometimes. There's no such thing as a police officer, I'm afraid. What remains is that there is a dead body in the tree. Someone has to figure out who put it there. If we don't, no one else will. But first we have to take it down. It was sent to me, Detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back. I suppose you could have been impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market and forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspector General. Okay, then. Let's go. You're about to embark on an investigation. Shouldn't you have a badge? I mean, you don't have a badge? I have a badge. I'm a policeman and I have my badge. Oh. If you didn't have your badge, then that would be very bad. You will need to report it on my shortwave, but since you do have it, we can go straight forward. Nice. Let's go talk to guards again. The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns it to the lieutenant.
Mr. Guard, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
The Harbinger of Ruin? As I said, Detective Raphael Ambrosius Costello. Currently in between names.
Fantastic.
It's like when you've left your band and you haven't decided on the set.
That's wonderful. Rarely I think so, but there's a dead body out there. No one wants to work in these conditions. It's been a week.
Sir, I understand your concern, but we are here to do a job. And for us to do it, I need you to stay calm.
Yes, of course.
For a moment, the cafeteria manager fidgets under the lieutenant's clothes. Then he gives.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene, but it also took you a while to call us. It was you who placed the call, correct?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What? Of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are. But as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective? It's your turn.
Oh, you mean no, I'm good.
Yes, he means, do you have questions for me? Like a police officer would.
Killed him. Did you kill him? Suddenly you tense up. Blood is being pushed to your muscles. You should hound him on this. Hound him hard. The prey drive says. Did you kill him, Gart? Okay, I'm not hounding on this. Oh, thank you. So where's the body? Who's in the military there? How do we get him? How do we get there then? It's easy. See the door there? He points to the west. First you exit through there. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. Really big one. You got the courtyard through there. No need to find the keys. That was big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through. She went away because none of your business. Fine. I'll go fast. Give me 130 rail. No one is saying the multi-pattern necktie fan tied to the ceiling fan can talk. No one. It must be merely imagination, but... Let's bail. Time to push the eject button. Sounds like a responsibility.
Elysium 1312. Say, oh my god.
Oh my god. Why did I do that? Oh no.
Back so soon.
Sorry.
Admit it, you just missed the quarter light.
How's it going out there? Are the tiny apes dreaming about money yet?
Did one of those tiny apes have a pale green face? What? I don't think you actually saw the kind green ape of South Safri in a hostel in Martinez. That would be ridiculous. Are you okay? No. You've sustained a trauma to your lower neck. In addition, you've strained your left trapezius muscle. Pain surges down your back when you move. No, are you okay? Chair took the brunt of it, don't worry. Are you sure, man? Yes. Yes, check on him. Sorry, I didn't mean for this to happen. I'm sorry. It's always been a cop-friendly place. The man's shaken by the Oh my god. Right, anyway. The drinks are on the house, okay? There are a lot of drinks on the tab. I still have to charge you for 3 nights. And the broken window, though. That's 100 square. You're back against the cold mosaic floor. You feel your pain recede. You just need to get up and dust yourself off. Cool. Not entirely cool. You still owe me 100 real. You don't have it by tonight. I can't let you back up there. Oh, for God's sake, watch out for yourself. Well, this is going well. By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank. This sure isn't it? But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? It had to be somewhere. Why did you say that? These are just synapses firing. It doesn't mean anything. The name must be have some meaning for me. Do you know a place called the Marble Hill? Isn't that an
Guy
expression?
looking
Not a
behind.
place, an expression.
Said,
Saying up on Marble Hill.
alrighty, I'm back.
Hey.
Guy
Yes.
looking behind.
You missed something extremely
Said.
funny.
Did I miss anything good?
I can't explain it. I will. I don't know. I'm recording this. I'm going to upload it later, I think. Yeah, you missed me. I was told to pay my. I tried to run out of the place and failed the check and catapulted myself into this woman with in the wheelchair. Well, double.
Polarism
Giving guard the double middle
1312
fingers. Yes.
said, there was a bit of an accident.
Great high place, one that's impossible to climb back to. That doesn't sound like anywhere you can stay if you run out of money. Can I trace the way back somehow to the exact street, the exact number of a building? I'll live in a dumpster.
Guy
I don't
looking
care.
behind.
Himbocop.
Said,
Entertain.
applied to me all the time.
I am gonna become. Should
Guy
I become
looking
Himbocop?
behind.
Yeah.
Said, happens asterisk.
I think I should become Himbocop. You know? I think that's a good idea. Personally. You know? I think that would be... The sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how sticky it is. An hour, 2 hours. It's drink o'clock. Yeah, I think I'm just going to be a disaster cop in this playthrough, you know? Making them all this time. Now that you mention it, I do need a rum and lemonade. I don't want... I'll lick it, lick it. Calmly, the lieutenant looked out the window. Then to you licking the tasty rum stain off the counter, then out the window again. What are you doing? Investigating. How am I doing for experience? Could be better.
Polarism 1312 said, abolish the police force through sheer accidental ineptitude.
I do think the RCM are closer to how... They're a little closer to how I think if we were to have something police-like, it should work. They're a bit less bad, I would say. They don't seem to have much authority. This is the best part of the soundtrack. Why am I looking at this? Cop habit. You look at everything. Kind of vehicle. Hard to say, your vision's blurred
Guy
now.
looking behind. Said, the
Yeah.
police has enough of ineptitude, they can't
get it?
abolish themselves.
No,
Guy
exactly.
looking behind.
It's
said,
great.
it's a sweet tune.
Here we are. The Hanged Man. The cargo belt twists his neck around that triangle. The body below a pit stiff. Setting out an ungodly rot. Smells steep seeps in through your clenched nostrils. Let go of your nose without throwing up. Active decay. So go throw up, obviously. No one is judging. It's about to blow!
Polarism 1312.
Yeah.
I mean, it has been up there for a week now.
Body curls and pushes. That's robust. Feel cool with vomit lies under your feet. Through stings, stack acid. Corpse. Peabody says. Thanks. The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia. You think ammonia would help? I don't need that shit. You can handle a headache. Some officers do look at it. Free nearby. There's a greenhouse here, and the gardener has a wheelbarrow on the corner, whirling rags. Smells like spoiled meat and curdled dairy. Human being decomposes.
Kono's got this!
Oh yeah! Never comfy, Kuno! Right in the dick, Kuno! Get him right in the dick!
Love it in the dick!
What a delightful boy. His eyes are like two black holes, and his jaws twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body. Pretty good at perception, this. What is... hold on, what does that mean? Stop throwing rocks at my crime scene. Stop using slurs at my crime scene. That's not how we do it.
Can't talk, pig! Shit's coming up strong! Throwing rocks!
Shit's coming up strong, that sounds good, joyous. We should hang out with this kid, see what this juicy shit's all about. I mean drugs, the kid's on drugs.
Yeah, Kuno! Ride the lightning, Kuno!
Kono's riding it, see?
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
The fuck does Kono know what a rake is? Kono's not a gardener!
Kim, what should we do? Kid, you want to hang out? Not enough.
Alright, entertain the Kono. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
Guy looking behind.
Waste my time, which I do
Said,
not. I would ask them who
Are
he
we in
is
Liverpool?
and how we got there. Possibly. Do you know who he was? Kuno's. Yeah. Kuno uses. Yeah. End of conversation. Very strong. You should be this stoic. Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road once that shit went down. Yeah, Kuno wasn't even Martinet. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't a regional. I don't know, some fucking Mesca. I don't know, some other place. Night City. Right pig. Chooch. Glad he was. Fork, you know. There's the greenhouse over there. Doesn't explain shit. See questions now. Kudo, primal, violent. It's up to the third person. Got it. I mean, you're obviously handling it quite well. Yeah, I could have got some advice for you. What are you, like 80, right? Maybe you should stop embarrassing yourself in front of a fucking kid. Yeah. Body's down, so maybe folks will. It's an extrasensory perception, whatever it is, and that holds special significance. I agree, we should get someone from the remote viewer division down here. All the detectives from the precinct who experience existence. Work is invaluable to the force. Well, could we get them here? No, because they don't exist. I thought there was a remote view division. No. No or Priber. We could get the key.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in.
Which means that the fear's real.
I'm going away for a long...
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
It smells so bad that I threw up, I was wondering. Child, converse with me.
Murder was the case they gave me.
Oh. I probably can't reconstruct this, because I'm stupid. Yeah. Kind of boots. Heavy worker boots, reinforced hobnails. Oof.
Guy looking behind. Said. Is whirling in rags of billeting or something.
That's the hostel that we're staying at. It's this place over here. That's the whirling in rags. There's more to this, you get a strange feeling. What is that?
Guy looking behind. Said. Ah.
That's my shoe. All around you, rain falls on the great city of Rivershore. Rain drops from the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away. The spring thaw must be here. The snow's
Guy
melting.
looking behind. Said. I was confused because in cultist Simex in rags is like a dying
Alright.
god.
Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping through your hair. Grey sky, like great double shapes, clouds colliding on the world. Rain falls down on the world. Shivers is cool because it doesn't really offer you anything, it just does this. The shirt sticks to your chest. The shoulders of your disco blazer grow heavy. Cold finds its way under your skin. You shiver. The city shivers with you. Sheets of rain over the water, a flight of stairs leading to the ocean, wave after wave, washing the coast of Marnay. Smooth boats, gently swaying reeds. Ruins of a half-sunken seafront crumble on an inlet. Beyond the bay of Revachol, ghosts rise into the sky. Who are the ghosts? The skyscrapers of La Delta, the financial district. Faint golden lights.
Polarism 1312.
It is so cool, isn't it?
Said. Revachol is a cool city name.
Revachol. It just feels good to say, you know. Will you ever go there? Will I? No. You're just one of the hundreds of thousands who watch them rise across the bay from Martinez every day. Comes down the shore, urban coastline, rain dripping off entire. What's that? Etonite. Etonite covered room. Etonite? A turner? how you pronounce that. Cinder blocks left over from half finished construction. A defunct research development building once seized by revolutionaries. An old wooden church stands on the stilts above the water. Coal City, end of all lines.
Guy looking behind. Said. Eternite.
It has an oily mass flecked with ash from neighbouring coal plants. Smokestacks rise in the distance. Great gates of the industrial.
Guy looking behind.
Chill run down to your back.
Said. Wanted to see what the bot thinks.
Yeah. The bot. It doesn't really give us a good idea of whether that's right or not, because the bot is kind of stupid. You should, like, I don't know, clench your teeth and stop shuddering. You shudder.
Polarism
Realize you
1312.
still only have one shoe.
Said.
Nearby on the
I
balcony
thought
of
it
the
would
Whirling Grounds
pronounce it
hostel
like the
cafeteria.
French.
A single crocodile skin shoe now fills with rainwater. Gives you a feet worried by it. Rain drips from his glasses. It's cool, I'm in control. Let's probably do something about this. What's then? Behind the gates, heaps of supply crates, red and blue metal shipping containers, slick with rain. The Greater Revachol Industrial Harbour is an artificial
Polarism
mountain. Immense wealth resides
1312.
within, and immeasurable poverty in its shadow.
Eternite.
And beyond that, Elysium, Kingdom Interest, Passage of the Harbour, cruise ships flanked by dock towers, cranes, watching over mouth of the river, distributory. Contract lines, distributory cuts the city blocks in half, 7-story buildings trail off into the rain. Capeside apartments, tower blocks, crowded into one another. 4.46mm bullets still lodged in the war-torn stone walls. Hallways collapse when water hits the wall. It's lost on the go. Clotheslines go to waste in the rain. Radios play. A yard rain falls on the roof of a woodshed. Coal leaks into a puddle beneath the dead man's feet. He swings from a tree below the droplets of rain. A traffic jam. Inside a driver's watch. Dust streaming down the windshields. Revachol is the capital of the world. Jamrock's the capital of Revachol. Droplets fall on my lashes. It's home. Wear the hood. Wear the hood. To be in Martinez, where no one goes, at the runoff point of a long-forgotten canal, in the wettest part of town, in the shadow of the day the revolution failed. Satellite officer Jean Dicklemer rushes down the precinct stairs, umbrella in hand. It's unopened. He doesn't seem pleased about the spring rain. On the bridge, Officer Torsen reclining, standing guard. Torsen wears jeans and fishnet wife beater. Satellite officer Dicklemer passes by. The young man remarks to that. It's just with the animal again, man. What is he still down in, you know, south of the interchange? What was it? Still in Martinez. Just gotta go. I'll be back in a bit.
Guy looking behind. Said. Ha ha, we control the stream now, Embry. Polarism 1312. Said. What mischief should we get up to? Polarism 1312. Said. Come.
I'm back.
Guy looking behind. Said. I will say slurs in the chat. Guy looking
No slurs,
behind.
Oscar. You'll be banned.
Said. Imbo. Guy looking behind. Said. Soy boy. Guy looking behind. Said. Italian.
Just eating my tea. This game has a very interesting pace, I think. Everything feels very slow and meditative, you know. It doesn't feel like you're making much progress. Which can be kind of frustrating at first.
Guy looking behind. Said.
I'm actually not sure.
How long is an average run?
I don't think it's that long.
Guy looking behind.
Yeah,
Said.
it does.
Game feels
It feels like it
huge.
goes on forever, you know. I think it takes like 25 hours or something. Probably less. But it feels like it goes on forever. There's not really any other games quite like it, in my experience.
Guy looking behind. Said.
Yeah, let me look it up actually.
That's pretty long.
Every run is different though. Oh wow. Apparently it takes 60 plus hours of continuous playing to finish Disco Elysium if you're a reasonably completionist player. It takes 90 hours if you're absolutely savouring every detail and 30 if you're rushing it. Bloody hell.
Polarism 1312.
Much longer than I thought.
Said. Holy shit, LMAO.
Yeah. I'm not even sure how far I got in my other playthrough. I mean, I've played it for, I've played for 13 hours total.
Guy
And
looking
at
behind.
At
Said.
least 4 of those are
Damn.
from other playthroughs, so I've probably played like a fifth of the entire game. But I thought I'd played more than that. I thought it was like halfway through. Jesus Christ.
Guy looking behind. Said.
The
It
setting
gives
is-
me cultist sim vibes weirdly.
The setting is really unique. And presented in such a interesting way, I guess. It feels really rich without being like a load of lore, you know? Stuff's just there.
Guy looking behind. Said. Yeah.
I know time passes, but I think it's to do with the conversations you have rather than, I don't think it passes when you're just sitting here. Yeah. I didn't realise it was this long, honestly. It's actually amazing. Especially when you consider the kind of game it is. And how, like, rich with... just how much dialogue there is in it. I mean, them voicing every line, that's fucking crazy. They're gonna do that.
Guy looking behind said, "Yeah, it's fucking crazy."
A cop and a hobo. A hobo cop. Someone with disheveled doesn't have to wash,
looking
carries himself
behind.
with lurched gusto.
Said,
Hobo cop doesn't need
"Often
anyone
with
or anything.
RPGs it starts in a world this big, then has to finesse down a lot of detail as it wraps up."
Yeah. The thing about Disco Elysium is it's not the area the game takes place isn't that big, you know, like the actual map. It's just that it's so dense that it feels massive. Because the game only takes place within Martinaise, you know, it's just this one tiny region of Ravachol.
Guy looking behind said, "Wild."
Tell you what, actually, let me just actually, no, never mind. Man, that bit where I fucking catapult myself into the lady in the wheelchair. That's amazing. I didn't know you could do that. You can't hear me eating in too much detail, right? Like, it's not gross.
Polarism 1312.
I know. I've had that conversation like 3 times.
Yeah, it was so unexpected.
I've never
and
had that.
rare.
It was so funny.
Guy looking behind said, "No."
I like this one. That was my first playthrough. You can become an ultra feminist. That one's fun. What's communism? I think it's called let's see. Well, it's just somewhere. Remote viewers division. Magnesium based life form.
Guy looking behind said, "There's the suicide of Kraz Mazos."
Yeah, that's it.
Guy looking behind said, "Is that it?"
Where's that? Hang on. No, it's Mazovian socioeconomics is the one.
Guy looking behind said, "Down the bottom."
Am I blind? Oh, there it is. Yeah, Krasmazov is like, he's the Karl Marx. I guess he's kind of like a... He's kind of halfway between Marx and Lenin, because he actually...
Elysium
Homosexual underground. Yeah.
1312.
Yeah, I saw it then.
Homosexual underground. Guy looking behind. Said. You just passed it. Guy looking behind. Said.
Yeah, Mazovian
Yeah.
socioeconomics is the communist one. I don't know what the suicide does. But I do know in the world he killed himself after the revolution failed.
Polarism 1312.
Go.
Said. WTF is volumetric shit compressor.
Oh, that's a good one.
Guy
Well, it's not
looking
actually.
behind. Said. Detective Costio.
Volumetric shit compressor is getting your shit together.
Guy looking behind. Said.
Um,
How many of these do you get to choose?
it's these. So you unlock all of them, depending on dialogue. So it just depends what you pursue. And these are where they go. So you could have a maximum of, what's that, 4, 8, 12. Thoughts. Thought cabinet. They have various bonuses and negatives, and they affect your dialogue.
Guy looking behind. Said.
Also, they reward you for acting, playing into them. So, if you're a communist, I mean, some of them do. Like if
Guy
you go
looking
with
behind.
Mazovian social economics,
Said.
you get XP
So
for
they're
doing.
like skills /
Mhm.
ideologies.
Yeah. They're not so much skills. They're more like perks, I guess, would be the closest equivalent. The other thoughts, and just affect. I mean, this game is all dialogue, so you know. But yeah, like if you get Mazovian socioeconomics, then you get XP for saying left-wing things, basically, in dialogue. And I think if you take ultraliberalism, you get XP for being a weird neoliberal. Actually, they're more like more Randian, I think, ultraliberalism. And fascism as well. That's another one
Guy
you can
looking
pick.
behind. Said. Nice.
I wonder where centrism is. Thing is,
Guy looking behind. Said.
yeah, moralism.
Moralism and fascism.
The ideologies are named slightly different. Like they're slightly different from real world ones, and they have different names and things. Except for communism, and I think fascism, but like the other ones do. This game has a lot of disdain for centrists. But yeah, the name changes when you unlock them. So, for most of them, like I know, and so does the description. Like with Mazovian socioeconomics, when you first pick it, it's all dramatic about you being the last communist or whatever, and then when you unlock it, it turns into this super depressed. We're all fucked sort of text.
Guy looking behind. Said. I think
Yeah.
moralism centrism / theocracy.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think moralism is a centrism, I think. Something like that. I don't quite remember. I think fascism is the only... Well, I don't know. Kim doesn't like it if you're
Guy
racist.
looking behind.
He generally just goes along.
Said. I've seen you post the communism description.
It is very funny, you know. That's it, it has 2 levels. So the first one is Big Communism Builder. I think. I don't remember what the second level is called. Yeah, I think you can advance them.
Guy looking behind.
It
Said.
is. It's bang on.
It's very accurate.
You can tell that it was communists who made this game.
Guy looking behind. Said. Small communism
That's
builder.
me. Yeah, as you can see from my skills, I'm dumb as a rock. But I've got a good body, and socially I'm good. But I'm fucking stupid. You know, so that's my plan for this run through. Advanced race theory, that's one.
Guy looking behind.
That's a classic.
Said. Nice.
Yeah, I think with the when you come up with a name for yourself, I think if you succeed, you can convince
behind.
yourself that you're
Said.
William de Milliam. But you can also lean into being Detective Cousteau.
Guy looking behind. Said. Communist Detective Costello. Guy looking behind. Said.
I think so, yeah.
Are any mutually exclusive?
I think you can only have one. I'm not sure if you can mix some of the ideologies. Not sure though. Maybe you can. I actually don't know. What is that one? I want to know. Finger on the eject button.
Polarism 1312.
Yeah, you can be an Asbol.
Said. Communism and fascism at the same time.
Caleb Malpin run through when. Date of birth generator. Right, I'll be back in one moment. I'm just gonna get rid of my plate.
Guy looking behind. Said. Ultra-liberal communo-fascism with moralist characteristics. Polarism 1312. Said. I've read that bio on Twitter, I think.
Okay. Ultra-liberal fascism with moralist characteristics. Right, let's get back to
Guy
playing.
looking behind.
I could probably go for another 20,
Said.
30 minutes.
Yeah, it's mine. Polarism 1312.
Gonna finish before 8 o'clock though, because I've got some stuff I'm gonna
Said.
do.
Based.
The RCM and Martinez? What can I help you with? We don't see a lot of police around here. Of course. What can I help you with?
Her gloves, you get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body. What are give me? Interfacing. I do think the clothing system in this game is probably the clumsiest part, because it does mean that sometimes you just sort of quit dialogue to have a costume change, which is a bit ridiculous. You put on a silly hat. Man. I think I don't want to be a cop anymore. Always reassuring, like in Crenolan, a solid location. Facing tough odds here. It's aggravated further by alcohol withdrawal. I can't keep it in if I'm gonna cop my whole life. This is bullshit. I don't want to be a cop. Can't we do something else? I've seen captains puke their guts out. Every Monday is cadaver day. Throw up, investigate, throw up. Internal autopsy, throw up, bag it. Then drive to the station, maybe throw up on the way there. If you didn't bag the thing tight enough. I think I've lost my sense of smell. Not being hungover helps too. Now this is a 2-man assignment because it needs 2 officers to complete. I need your help. You need to get your shit together. I don't think my shit is together. We should go talk, like, find something else. You've received a thought. When the dialogue is over, go to your thought cabinet in the bottom right and equip it. Let's equip molecular shit compressor. Or volumetric shit compressor, I should say.
By looking behind, said, and I'll whisper no.
Has Kuno got anything else to say?
Fuck, does Kuno care?
No, he doesn't. Good for him. Yeah, I feel like if you go with a fascist playthrough, you would end up saying some Rorschach shit, you know?
Hello, sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Why? You are, officer. And have
Maybe
you
I
found
am.
anyone to be sweet to?
Oh, I'm done with mating rituals this time around. Maybe I have. I had once. Twice.
By
But then I
looking
lost her.
behind, said, you mean we get to become cool?
Yeah. Almost with that fucking wing! See, neurological. Central nervous system's really banged up. Stop winking. Don't tell your head to cry. Do nothing. It's
I see
probably
you're
permanent.
still breathing. I won't pry. You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained, I completely forgot to. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
If Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew, hire her on the spot. Oh, I'm perfectly alright. I'm all worried about you. Yeah, what was that? Compassion. It was like my body had a will of its own. I was running, my torso turned, my hands made the lewd gesture. Sorry you had to witness that. Don't beat yourself up over it too much, dear. People do strange things when the old fatal flight kicks in. Just glad you weren't injured. Yes, dear, I'm paraplegic. I hope not, although the work you're doing for all of us is quite dangerous. Towering over in your insignia, you make her feel safe. Someone has to do it. Maybe it would be so bad. Hanging out in a chair, playing pinball. Around at the peak of your physical and intellectual prowess, you'll find another calling yet, I'm certain of it. Thank you for clearing that up for me. Let's move on. There's no bitterness in the voice, so you accepted the curiosity of her condition
Elysium
expires a long time ago.
1312 said, Pico.
Yeah, it's not a good sign, is it? How'd you like to roll with me? I want you to be my wheelchaired partner in fighting crime, ridding backyards of corpses, catching and sequence killers. Sequence killers. We really have a partner, sweetie. Partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree. I know, but there's also a side mysteries, sequence killers, and forays into the paranatural. Now, gentlemen, no need to squabble. I will be much use on you anyway, sweetie. Thank you, but she knows something noticeably. Marnay isn't the most wheelchair accessible place, you know. Slow you down. Perhaps another time. Our eyes follow your movements with song. So, yes, obviously you look rather dazed, like a stunned fox, but surely it can't be that bad. I drank so much, I forgot literally everything. Oh my. I don't know, some sea hotel or war zone at the edge of the... We're dead. We're ghosts. We're alive and hostile. Okay. It's 973. It's a bad year in my late 40s or 50s. I'm beginning to suspect that you might indeed be completely adrift in this reality. Thinks the list. How can it be that bad? Never mind. We're in this now. Outside, the melting snow seeps into cracks in the walls and the cobblestone streets all the way down into the sewers. Above ground, the first May bell blossoms. Bells blossom. You can feel it, the great cold when the shiver passes. I'd like to think it's a dictatorship of the proletariat. Our leaders are fierce warriors who traverse the plains on steeds. Civilization cowers before us. We're governed by intelligent machines that perform calculations to determine the freest markets. Everyone hustles and grinds like a badass visionary. Radios are being used to control people's minds and distort our perception of reality, concealing our true masters, foreigners and women. Cop. We're living under the cop regime. I think... I wonder what this one is. I mean, obviously, is that an ideology? I don't know. I'm not... I mean, I am stupid, but I think I want to be a stupid...
Guy looking behind.
Left. A cop regime is
Said,
funny.
Cop
Is
regime.
it not true? But I do kind of want to get communist, so... Oh, sweetie. It's really not. There used to be people who thought that way, other people who wanted those things, but they all went extinct. Revolution is a zone of control, led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition, with almost no government of our own, and certainly no dictatorship of the proletariat. I don't even know what to say. I'm so disappointed. A lot of people would like some form of representation. There's talk, but for now the RCM's all we got.
Polarism 1312.
You really ought to know
Said,
that being one yourself, there aren't
the
any cops in
Coalition.
Revachol. Not in the
Oh, no.
traditional sense. Yeah, not that coalition. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break.
Guy looking
Besides,
behind.
I'm not the best person to explain big things
Said,
to anyone. She's realised you really are
flashbacks.
brain damaged. Yeah. Having some Vietnam-esque black and white flashbacks. So how did I do? A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something
Guy
different. The
looking
rest of the world
behind.
didn't like it, so they came here and ended it.
Said,
It was 40 years ago.
a much worse coalition.
Whatever it was hasn't stopped me. Of course, sweetie. What is the poor woman, she thinks? What do I know of these things? How can I help? She means sincerely. Something more educated in sweeping matters. No, he looks away. I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective. Kim is cool, you know. Even if he lets you be a fascist. He is cool. You've got guns of steel and a chiseled jaw somewhere under that bloated alcohol layer. Maybe she'd like to sponsor you.
Guy looking behind.
I was hoping you could be my sponsor.
Why is he covered in blood?
Kim? He's not covered in blood. Suggestion. Oh, I'm sure you would be wonderful. She's not really lusting after those biceps, man. It's more like an appraisal you give to a healthy specimen. You must be joking. Although our pay does sometimes feel like a joke.
Guy
Maybe you should
looking
talk to him
behind
about the union leader.
said, he looks like he's covered in blood.
It isn't easy for me to ask this of anyone, but I am at the end of my rope. Any money you have could help me. Sweetie, I only have a few cents on me, but... Oh. I could give you this to pawn and tide you over. Wonderful. He has a pin. Pins are out and it's like tarnished. 3 sailboats in bas relief. Hovering over the water behind them, chipped green banner. At the bottom reads, St. Baptiste, Summer 31, Diggy Racers.
Guy looking behind said, oh.
Yeah. It's easy. You bring a valuables to a pawnbroker. But you never end up doing that anyway. I'll buy it back if he wants to have more money. Oh, it's not an aging family yet, but I suppose it would be nice to get it back. How's my thoughts doing? Okay, we nearly got that one. No idea, looks like he works with Wild Pines, the logistics company who owns the operates the harbour. Possibly because there's a strike going on at the harbour, there's not much to do. The man does not mind, you probably need them more than he does. He's a dock worker. Steal the dock worker ID. Ooh, that could be useful. I'm not gonna do that. Yeah. It's a primordial scream! Why are you yelling, man? Just want to see what would happen if I yelled. Officer, even after a rude awakening, the dock worker respects the police.
Guy
Maybe we
looking
should do
behind
at least.
said, not very communist to steal from a sleeping worker.
No. He doesn't sound too enthusiastic. How's it going? Haven't you noticed what's going on outside? Not sure what you mean. I've almost never been outside of this building. He's sleeping here while the others are striking. They got it, Measurehead's got it. He's guarding the gate. I'm just getting some sleep, what was. The way he says Measurehead implies ultimate trust in this head reckoner's physical prowess. He seems like a worthy rival. You should slay him. We're the workers. We are the workers, the union. We know what we need. It's right for us. Oh. I guess there's also Evar. He's in charge of the union. He's smart. Knows how to negotiate. He's got our back. Yeah, what about it? You seem cool with it. Do you have many of those hanging from trees here? You know, people die here every day. Someone's found in a ditch, another one falls in a manhole, third one gets eaten by stray dogs. Someone's decided to die on top of a tree, then how's it my concern? Someone has to look into it. Looks like I'm that someone. Well, at point asking about the body. You have a solid feeling this man not just mouthing off. He's strong, but even he has reasons to be cautious here. Trouble is already here. Or how else would you call a dead man hanging from a tree? Say your guy was a killer. A tree man. He has friends, same as him killers. There's only one thing they know. Well, how to wreak havoc. You're saying things might get violent around here? Everyone. It's a local rumour. So union people think he was a killer. He thinks even sleepy here. That doesn't help a lot, but it's something. Indeed. Sorry about that. Now, can I... Wait, hang on. Nice. Bizarre scientific news from Revachol West today, where police officer's shit has been observed at pressures of around 495 gigadecimals. These metallic hydrogen levels of shit togetherness were thought to exist only at the center of collapsing stars. Not law officials. It remains to be seen how long the shit singularity lasts. All endurance weight checks unlocked. Learning cap for endurance. Raised to 4. Pretty handy. Yeah, I can still steal from him. If I need to. I was wondering about that.
Can I help you?
Something stirs within you. No, it doesn't. Nothing stirs in me. And it isn't callous, it's common sense. Prod at him, find out. What if I told you I am a hobo, or soon to be one, rummaging through the trash? Will you keep me out too? Doesn't it seem callous of you, guarding even your leftovers from the poor? Callous? What are you, Krasmazov? Almost all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked. The warning rights is not special in that regard. What if I told you I'm a hobo? Yes. But I need those leftovers to survive. Good call, so would I. Teach a man to fish. Sir, I'm sorry the Elysium is having financial trouble, but it's not this establishment's problem. What do you need them for? Concerns the case. Please cooperate. Absolutely out of the question. You wait and see, cafeteria manager. Absolutely in the question. First we need a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit. Yes. Okay, so my shit's together now, so I can examine the body. Surprises. Interesting. What's that? I'll do the body first. As you breathe in, the odor comes over you. It's a spell of the mind, teaching you to run, and your stomach to ring itself empty. With your hand at your sides, your eyes squinting, you stand on it. Do they always do that? It's enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins, blotched by lividity. Fading web of tattoos cover his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt is used to fasten him with the branch of his industrial in strength. This is quite a long segment, I think. The material appears to be ceramic. It's clean white. And thick polymer socks, probably for padding. Alien blood around you. Their armor. Technically speaking, these are sabatons. Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is what they make it. Under the heel. It's probably scavenged up. If you wear those pieces, it will help me protect your mortal coil. He must have worn something precious underneath his clothes. He removed all his clothes to get it. They did not just strip him for the putrid rags. Then where are these clothes? Have you seen any around? They usually hang the completely naked for that. The Puerto Madre, the Mazda. The Besmertinas and the like. This one still has his underpants. Fucking talking about underpants. It is as expensive. The lieutenant draws a line of the condensation surrounding an index finger. We've requested similar material from our tactical units for years now. The constabulary has deemed it too costly in that time. We've lost 6 men to semi-automatics. How much are we talking about? For a full set, about 4 years of wages. Ka-ching, baby. By ka-ching, do you mean let's not log them as evidence, let's steal them? That is what ka-ching means, yes. It means disciplinary hearing. Nods, wiping his finger on his sleeve. How could this man afford such expensive hardware? That's not for us to find out. Miner's report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbour company. It's just a hearsay. Initial report? Just something I scraped together from my station. An area report on Martinez. She did the same. He's not actually sure of that, he's just being tactful. I agree, the equipment's way beyond what a guard can afford. On the boot. The small bell-like sound fills the air. Suddenly your biceps coil up, your elbow sharp and cocked for a punch. It's anything but. The material's kinetic redistributor. Spread kinetic energy. Faint organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. Pull the boot off. Oh, this is a bad idea, isn't it? I'm not a homo. What are you trying to achieve anyway? These boots would go super well with my bell-bottom pants. This is advanced enemy technology. I wish you could duck research into their weakness. Are we not detectives? There may be clues inside the boot. You said they're expensive. I just thought I should try. Maybe we should concentrate on what's outside the boot. Leave what's inside the boot to the boys at processing. There's no way you're getting them off. All the organic matter in his body's been flowing down to the boots. They're fused to his feet now. Why do you think the locals haven't scavenged them yet? You're sure there's a way to peel them off. But first, the body needs to be down, and second, it would probably be better if the lieutenant wasn't around. Steal a dead man's boots? But that would be dishonourable. Refuse for honour. Alright then. In honour points. How many honour points have you collected? Of course there aren't, don't be naive. Still feels as though there might be some honour points. And if there are, you've surely earned one. Hangman's knot is pulled tight by the way of the corpse below. Oh my, there's something on the belt familiar. Vermilion in the yellow letters on the length of twisting cargo belt. Only a deep longing for vermilion, golden spirits. I should get a drink. This is a bad time for a drink. Industrial strength, kind used for tank. Yeah, I'll just let they use whatever was on hand. sure they wanted him to stay here. The polyester seems strong. How did they even get him up there? The briefs suggested as much. Politically motivated by the ongoing strike. My past has undergone total annihilation. Nothing remains. My mother, the love of my life. Certainly not a briefing. Okay, he blinks. You should ask me. First moment we get. Okay. I have to go do something in a minute, so I think I'm gonna quit for now. And we'll get back to examining the body. I'm probably, tomorrow's Friday. I might play some more tomorrow. If not, then later in the week, you know.
Polarism 1312 said, "See you later, Robin."
Yeah, see ya.
Guy looking behind said, "Good night, Robin."
Good night.